Everyone, welcome to the second edition of Second Degree, the HMI Live featuring Harry Med HMI, aka Harry Jean Baptiste. Thank y'all so much for y'all support of the first episode. Decided to finally have a more in-depth episode for the second edition. It was definitely rocking my brain what I'm going to talk about. So much going on. I wanted to at first do a history of what compa is, from where the HMI came from, all that good stuff. But there's just so much going on, so I decided to talk about the current state of the HMI, opining on the New York Festival and the like, just the industry in general. As you probably heard in my first video, that the HMI, it's a love-hate relationship. You love the talent, you love the potential, but then it's just I guess with showbiz, there's always like that dirty backside, that the backbiting, the finger biting. One thing with this channel, I'm don't want to get in any nonsense with any content creators. Mano palopil, etel. I don't have no enemies, nothing like that whatsoever. These are just opinions from a Haitian American in regards to HMI. It just you watch social media, you watch all this stuff, and there's just so much potential. There's so much talent, but it just gets lost in all this, like, he said, she said, the gossiping, the triple tie, I don't know where to start. Like, you got this New York Festival accused of disaster. Bands are supposed to play, didn't play. Bands complain that they didn't get a ticket, cursing out the festival owner. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's 2023. Compa's over 63. Compa's over 60 years old, and we're still doing this backbiting. Like, what it is belle musique, This group don't want to play because they feel slighted for this one of them. People talking about, hotel rooms are too expensive. But if you're planning a festival in Labor Day, you're not gonna look for a hotel room the day before. Even someone who's traveling, you're not gonna be like, maybe just go get a hotel room. But leave it to this industry, like, hey, Malfait Jazz, you see Jazz Lord Board, Mute Avion. I'm just racking my brain. I mean, it brings up another dynamic too, that it seems like a lot of things that are outside of Miami or Florida don't usually do too great when it comes to Haitian music. Like New York, although there was a lot of people in attendance, but the atmosphere wasn't the same as, say, with Haitian Compa Fest, which is one of the biggest compa events in the world. And just because the position of where Haiti is today, you can't go back to Haiti as much as you'd like to, outside of Old Cop, and even that's kind of tough too, to have a lot of these Haitian festivals, the Compa Fest. So it seems like, no, Compa Fest is not in Haiti, please. I already know someone's going to be like, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about, it's just Compa Fest in Haiti. I didn't say that. But it seems like Miami remains king when it comes to Haitian events. New York wasn't so great, but a couple of months back, there was two things. Zafem's grand premiere in Miami at M2. And then there was the Grenoble class, which they're both were packed. It just seems like Florida, Miami, South Florida, what have you, it just is a little bit more welcoming into the fact of compa events. It seems like when you take compa to places like, say, New York, Boston, for lack of a better term, c'est comme si on fait piscine. So it brings up a whole lot of things, and then I haven't got Ekip playing in the background, which I guess since I'm getting into the industry, I shouldn't have favorites, but it holds a close place to my heart because I loved it, aside from Shaba, because there's all this young guys on the stage, because you don't see a lot of young people in compa. Like, even the young people, they're in their 40s and 50s. I mean, I love Vibe. Big up to Michael Guillaume. He's got the grays. Richard Cave is old. The Martino brothers from T-Vice with Gramoun. So, kote la relève, where's the, I guess, kote l'autre moun nan boal pran, pi ave kompa. So, it gives, it's a bit of a dichotomy that it seems like it's just something where there's a lot of gatekeepers. And I mean, one day these people are going to go on, right? And it just seems like, where is the hope? I know I'm bouncing on a whole bunch of topics, so I really appreciate you bearing with me and watching this show, because you're like, man, this dude went from this to this to this. I'm just getting my bearings, and we'll make it through this together. But I love Ekip, and then when I saw they just kind of declined, I mean, they were the hot thing. They came out during the pandemic. I remember my sister's graduation was right around the same time. I was in my apartment in San Antonio and just vibing to Ekip, and I was like, man, this is it. They didn't even have any songs back then. I was like, I love them. It was always one of my dreams to go to a Ekip concert, bal, what we call bal, in Creole, right? A bal. Never got a chance to, and you know, even just listen. I still listen to all their old lives. 2020, 2021, they dropped an album. Man, they're doing things, and then they kind of just rush on their laurels. 23 comes, they release out a very like weak single, Uvoye A, mixed reviews, and next thing you know, their last anniversary they have in New York. They get snubbed by Class. They decide not to play. And then ever since then, it just seems like it's been one disaster after another. And there's certain band members that have document issues, which I feel like that's going to start to impact HMI as a whole. Not to get political, but with Biden, what we call us in the Haitian diaspora, Program Biden, yo, TPS, all that good stuff. Visa, I've experienced. So there's a lot of bands racking their brain, because what's an interesting phenomenon that even though compa was started in Haiti in 1963 in Membo Jean-Baptiste, no relation to me. I wish we got the same last name. It'd be really cool if I was related to the guy who created compa, and I guess maybe that would give more reason why I love compa so much. But the interesting phenomenon, quick side note, whatever, is that compa is a US-based industry. It's really more people in the US consume way more compa than they do in Haiti and Canada and all the other countries that Haitians have expatriated to. Compa is like big in those places, and it's not so big in Haiti. Actually, when Haiti was somewhat decent to go to, wasn't, you know, the unfortunate disaster it is today. So much sadness. You know, you hear on the radio stations, you're hearing rap, you're hearing American music, Spanish music, you're not hearing compa, you're not hearing what we call jazz. So it's really interesting, the economy, that, you know, these are really big, son produit qui prend pile là aux États-Unis, so là bon grand causé pour tout jazz ça qui a un problème visa by tel whatever, on how will this survive in the States. And it's just really interesting. I mean, it's something that as a Haitian American, I love Haiti and I really love compa. I mean, I listen to compa almost 24/7. The genres for me is compa, zouk, and then reggaeton, and then rap, and all that good stuff. So I love compa. I love listening to it, and I promise the shows will get better. If you stay patient with me, they'll get better. But I just decided just opine, because I do like to watch all the other guys. I love, and I have no favorites, and we're gonna just list them all. Go check out Dadu DYS, he'll make you laugh. Giveaway, love his interviews. Kyle Penn, Lexon Complex, People Saint Louis, Didi Paradis, La Planta, Dodo Show. All these guys are amazing in my book. I watch a lot of their stuff and I get my content from them. I try to digest and I bring it to y'all. I mean, there's a lot of infighting, but you gotta remember with the entertainment industry, you gotta make it spicy. A lot of them, they say they're enemies and they're not. Um, I just finished watching Dadu DYS. I love his show. Love it. I mean, you got to know how to separate entertainment from fact, and sometimes he's a shock jock. I mean, I love the guy. I love him just like I love Giwewe and La Planta and Didi Paradis, and the list goes on and on and on. If I didn't mention him, if you're watching this, don't feel offended. But I mean, that's how I stay connected in the HMI. That's one of the reasons why I expanded out to Miami, because I'd like to get connected in the HMI. I'd like to maybe, I don't know, change the face of the HMI. Although I'm not their biggest fan, I love what Zafem is doing. They're raising the bar and getting paid, the professionalism. It's giving me hope. I'm not a Zafem fanatic like everyone else is on the Zafem bandwagon. Kudos to them. Reginald Conge, Denis Seid. Big up to y'all. You know, for me, Vibe is my band. I ain't gonna lie, I love Vibe. Michael Guyon, Grenegla, he fait Jobli. I know a lot of people's crapping on his album, like, oh, he fait this, that, but no, I love the Vibe album. If you wanna get in the compa, check out the Vibe album. Fire. Check out Zafem too. But, you know, hopefully we can get to a point where nous là depuis 63 et puis n'a fait même ti marché ou pas quand même relon HMI son ti marché lié moun a fâché avec l'autre moun ou a créé pour ticket pour aller dans festival. What are we doing? Comme si bah ça yo pas fait sens. It's not make sense. Nous aux États-Unis dans pays et puis comme si n'a fait ti giguer this that. The math not mathing at all. And, you know, I just hope one day we'll get to a point where we can actually get stuff done. So, but that's it for the second edition of 5 Degree in HMI. I really appreciate all y'all's support. Hit a like, feedback, whatever. I promise they're gonna get better. And pretty soon, as I continue to grow, I'll probably start doing some interviews as well. Bringing on some other, what I would love to do is bring on a millennial, or not a millennial, Gen Z person on their opinion on the compa industry as well. So I really appreciate you rocking with me. Until next time, Ayumed HMI is out. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.